Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Something a little different today. We're going to jump into the Zwift Crit Racing Club. I was planning to do the Rhino chase race today, but the timing didn't work out and I missed that slot, so we're going to jump in this race. Got the HUD working today, so it should be interesting with the draft numbers. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the action. I'll do some voiceover for this, and ride on. Alright, so today, crit racing. 10 laps of the Bell Lap course, which is in Crit City. So, coming out of the pen there, move I used to like to do a lot. Really ramp up, 2 or 3 seconds, you ramp up, and you know what? If people aren't paying attention, maybe a little flat-footed, the group will get pretty strung out, and that's sort of what happens. So, I didn't go for very long, but everybody had to work hard to sort of get back on, so just usually the way I like to start up the races. Now, there seems to be a team here. I don't know how many riders they had. 5, 6 maybe? From England. UK group there at England, I believe. I'm not sure what the name of their team is there, but I figured, well, they're probably going to be working together today. I didn't have any other Rhinos in the race with me today, so that appeared to be the biggest team that was presenting themselves in the lineup. So I thought that'd be interesting to see how they play out the strategies for today's race. So the HUD's back up and working. So draft, yes. So with the new update, the new pack dynamics, you can't steer through riders like you used to be able to do, or ride through riders. So here I'm stuck out to the side a little bit. You can see how the little orange indicator came up there that I couldn't go over to the right hand side of the screen. So to get into the back of the group where you get the most draft, it's a little trickier. You have to sort of slow down, pace yourself, sort of work your way back to get into the middle. But you can see right there, see I'm sort of in the middle there now, and draft gauge goes way up when I get in the right spot. So you obviously want to be, more than 2 meters behind the rider in front of you. Otherwise, they'll start getting pushed out to the side. So yeah, that was challenging for the race. I'm starting to get more used to it. See, there, once again, stuck out to the side. Got to get back and behind. You got to save energy. It's all about saving energy on these races, and also trying some stuff. So I was going to use this as a bit of a training day as well, sort of some intervals and working with maybe pushing off the front. So in this course, there's a rolling section where the, a couple little rollies that you go through. And so I decided on the first couple laps, or how many laps I did it on, I pushed on the front. Not for very long, but I wanted to see the reaction from the group. Usually it was 1 or 2 specific riders that would close it down, and I think they were from that team from the UK or England, or where they're actually from, by their flags there. So that was one of the things I worked on, and of course was working on the drafting. Power-ups today. So we've got the anvil and we've got draft. So in this course, there's a section where there's cobbles. Oh, so we're coming up to the banner. So as always, if you want to dump your power-up, now's the time to do it, because you'll see, boom, you get another one. So if you don't like the power-up, or you just want to burn it, do what you want to do, save it, whatever you want to do. But anytime you see a banner like that is usually when you're going to get a power-up. So that'd be the time to deploy your power-up just beforehand. So with using the anvil, there's one spot just before the cobbles. I think it goes to about -6, -5%, and you can actually really feel the increase in speed at that point. So I think this is one of the times when I decided to go off the front, crank it up a bit, not for very long, just over a couple of these rollers. And I wanted to see how the group would react. So as you can see, somebody's gone into the orange, somebody's chasing down. Things are getting strung out. You see the seconds. You can see up at the top corner of the screen the map. You see a nice straight line. So yeah, there may have been some riders get dropped off at that point. I'm not too sure. I know that one of the times I did it, there was some that got dropped. So we're all back together. And now I'll just sit in. Now I'm just going to sit in, rest up, got the heart rate up a little bit there. Little adrenaline rush there, little push So it's one of the things I wanted to work on today during this race was just accelerating like that off the front, then sitting up, and then just trying to get it so I could recover. So it's just some interval training within the race, but it was also entertaining to see how people would close it back up. Usually if it closes back up and you see somebody deploying their power up right away as we close, here's the cobble section I was talking about earlier. So yeah, if you deploy it just before the cobbles there's a bit of a downhill seat, 5%, negative 4%. So there's a section there that you can use the power up of the anvil and actually take advantage of your power up and get a little bit of a boost. There we are playing around with the steering sort of thing. So yeah, just sitting in the back, saving up the energy. There was one rider, he's right there with the light blue cap on. He spent most of the race at the back until we got down to the last couple laps, and then he sort of moved to the front. But he spent most of the whole entire race sitting on the back of the race. It's interesting, there's a rider there that's right behind me right now who actually has the same last name as me, which I thought was kind of funny. I haven't come across somebody that has my last name racing on Zwift. I messaged him afterwards. He is very new to Zwift. He's just a couple races in, but I think he had a great time. So always nice to see and communicate with other riders after or during the races. It's always fun. Okay, so we'll let it go for a bit here. Got 10 laps. We're already in. We've only done a couple laps here. We'll pick it up a bit further in the race and talk about it a bit more. Enjoy. Okay, we're going to speed things up for a little bit here. Lots of laps this race, 10 laps. So we will, off the front again. No more intervals, fun time. Okay, so we'll pick it up, regular speed, around the last lap of the race here, and we'll see how it plays out. Hope you enjoy it. Ride on. Okay, we'll pick it back up. Last lap starting right now. 2K to go. Now, it got a little confusing near these last couple laps because there was some lapped riders that came into the mix, and it got a little like, is there somebody off the front? Is there somebody not off the front? So it did get a little bit confusing the last couple laps to sort out who was still in the race. Trying to look at the leaderboard off to the side there. You can see riders with like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, like they've been lapped, but they're kind of in the mix still, so a little confusing. So, yeah, I've been on this course a couple of times. Maybe I've raced it maybe twice, 2 other times previous. And I know that at the finish line, you got to time it just right. There's a right-hand turn at the end, and you just gotta, if you have your power up, you gotta deploy at the right time. It's a really critical timing situation there, which I'm not really great at. So I'm sort of just sitting in, thinking, okay, so what am I gonna do at the end here? It's getting close. We're almost down to a kilometer. I'm trying to rest up and see what everybody's gonna do. No one seems to be wanting to go off the front. Go early, and I wasn't planning to go early either. I had a pretty good workout for this race, so I wasn't in a position where I thought I could get away from this group. I thought the only time I could have got away would have been right now, actually. If I had deployed, which I didn't have, if I had had the anvil to deploy, this could have been a spot to get away and try to get a break from the group. You see some people deploying them right now. Actually, there's a lot of people deploying their power-ups right now. And there's still 800 meters to go. So I'm not too sure why they were doing that. You really want to save whatever you've got to at least the end of the race, because that's where you want the advantage. So I'm not too sure what they were doing there. The anvil, I guess I can understand, because it's not going to help you at the end. So we're down to 600 meters. I'm not really doing much of an effort here, just sort of sitting on the back. And I'm looking for my one rider. Where is he in the mix? Ah, there he is, behind me. Now, this is somebody you want to watch at the end of this race. The gentleman behind me with the light blue cap, who spent most of the race on the back. It's right around here, 300 meters to go. He's deployed his draft. Now, I have a draft as well, so I'm kind of holding on to it a little bit here, and I know that the turn's coming up. There he goes. So he's launched. He's going through the group. He's using his draft. I sort of hit mine. I ramp it up, and this is where I screw up. Look where I am. I'm on the inside of the corner. Why am I over there? There's no help to me at all with the draft. The draft is only good for when you're in the group. And I was not in the group anymore. So that was a really bad move on my behalf. I should have been right behind those riders using the draft, using the benefit of the draft. And that other guy with the light blue hat, he just perfectly timed it. And he was got to use the draft to the riders. So I did screw up there. I sort of turned in, I think, a bit on that corner too. I don't know why. Cutting the corner, what was the reason for doing that? Didn't make sense. So that's where I blew the finish of this race. But hey, great time. I think I came in 6th or something like that. But that gentleman there with the light blue cap, I believe he's in the over 60 group age bracket. And I think when I checked, he had over 1,300 races that he's been in. So I think there he is in front of me there. I think he definitely knows what he's doing when it comes to Zwift racing. So that was great to see. Learned lots for this race. Different tactics I got to try today. Did some interval training. So it was a great time, good workout. Would have been nice to have some other rhinos in this race. Maybe the next one, if I find somebody that wants to do a nice little crit race. The rhinos actually have their own crit racing series, certain days of the week. So if you ever see those, sign up for them, race them. They're a really great time. They're crit races like this, but they're put on by the Rhino Racing Group, which I'm a member of. So if you're ever looking for a club to join, it's always the Rhinos are always looking for members, and more than welcome to help you out with the racing scene, and lots of knowledgeable riders that can give you a lot of benefit to further your racing on Zwift and esports racing. So, as always, subscribe, like, comment, come back anytime, and ride on.